Hello guys, how we doing? Welcome back to Free Hammers. It's been a while. Last video I made was Monday. Just not really much to talk about really. So I thought I'd save up a few things, so we can have a little chat today. Hopefully me and Paul will be together to do a podcast tomorrow. Talking, all the West Ham stuff. Obviously the main sort of things that come out this week, obviously the fixtures did come out on Wednesday. One thing I noticed about the fixtures is there's not really a hard spell. There's not really a spell that you look and go, oh, I'm not looking forward to that month. And obviously, Newcastle away, played them last year at London Stadium, playing them away again. Last time I remember them playing away on that first game, I believe that it sat, unfortunately. That was the year we got relegated. That's one thing I do remember about that game. But, it's a game that, we should be looking at. We should, go and enjoy that game. And hopefully, we give it a go. And after that, like I say, the games are not too tough. Every game's a tough game in the Premier League now, but there's not a point where we've got like Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool all in one go. Like a big, massive, big top six games, which is hopefully be quite beneficial and won't break up runs. Like say we go on like a sort of a 4-game win or something like that. We can afford to lose, but have that ability to bounce back a lot like what we did last year. And I'm hoping we can sort of keep that going. That, only, 1 or 2 points in the season, we lost 2 in a row. So if we can keep that sort of mentality and that momentum up, we'll be in good stead next year. For those wondering, Europa League fixtures are not announced till the 27th of August, so we've still got a bit of a wait for that. West Ham wise, the rumours today about Jesse Lingard is we're going to offer him a huge contract, maybe in sort of the £125,000-150,000 mark to try and really push it through to try and get that done. I'm all for it, it's a player that we know works. I think there's a little bit of posturing either way, with the Man United deal and stuff like that. I do think he wants to come to West Ham. I think he is at that stage of his career where he'll enjoy being the main man. He will enjoy playing in the Europa League for West Ham. I think if he asked himself seriously, are you going to be consistently in the Manchester United team, I think he would be able to answer that as a no as well. I like the guy. I hope it happens, but I'll be honest, I won't be too devastated if it doesn't. There are players out there. I really, I think most of us like that Pereira from West Brom. I think he's a fantastic alternative if Lingard doesn't happen. I did watch a bit of that Alex Král yesterday for Czech Republic. Okay, I suppose that, again, it's harsh to judge him in a big tournament like that. Club level and international football is completely different. But yeah, not too great what I see. I do like that striker though that scored a couple. He scored 3 goals for the Czech Republic now. He's a bit tasty. Good little player. Obviously Hojsek came on as well. Didn't get much of the ball, so can't really judge him on that. Other rumours, obviously Tarkowski as well. Apparently wants to come to West Ham now. I like him. We need a centre back. Balbuena's gone. Dawson is who Dawson is. Bonner's getting older. I love Oggy, but he's getting older. And obviously Diop can, blow hot and cold. And if Moyes wants to, play the 3 at the back and sometimes 2 at the back, we'll definitely need another centre back, especially with Europa League coming up. Unless he's going to start promoting people like Arthur Ashby, and Alessi, and who's the other guy, Baptiste, and whether we're going to start seeing players like that come through. But obviously they're too young to, rely on them. But yeah. Another rumour was the Adam Armstrong one. Apparently maybe had to get him for as little as 10, I think it was, 10, 12 million. Because I think they're looking to sign someone, Blackburn, and I like Armstrong. I like him. I think it will be a good deal. He's pacey, he's quick. He definitely fits Moyes' mantra in terms of hard working, and will just run defenders ragged and stuff. He scored quite a few goals in the Championship, as did Bowen before we signed him. It remains to be seen whether he'll score goals in the Premier League, but it's definitely a player I'd like to see us sign. Doesn't look like we're going to get Patson Daka now, unfortunately. Looks like Leicester. I'll tell you what, Leicester will have a decent team next year. It looks like they're going to wrap up Daka and Eduardo from Celtic. Already getting ready. This is this is how a good football team works, you know. They can tell, you know, Jamie Vardy's still a fantastic player, but Vardy, what is Vardy, 33 now? You know, in a couple of years he won't be there, so they need to get that next one ready. You know, Iheanacho's a good player, done some good stuff last year, but then they need someone else. They need a Daka, they need an Eduardo to really build a fantastic squad that they're building now. Very, very jealous of the way that Leicester do their business. Yeah, fantastically run team. Trying to think if there's anything. Obviously, the constant Rice rumours and the Rio stuff, but I'll just ignore that. I'll tell you what, my opinion on the Rice thing, right, this is mine. Unless, again, I'm quoting David Moyes, unless Bank of England money come in, he ain't going nowhere. I don't think he'll force a move either, yet. We're in Europe. He's our captain, you know, on the pitch. So I think he would like to experience that at least. I think we've got him for at least one more year. And another thing that people seem to forget to mention, you know, in terms of the West Ham YouTube community, is it's Mark Noble's last season. I can't see Declan leaving. I think he's a bit of a romantic as well, in terms of, you know, he would like to have that farewell season with Mark. I think he sees Mark as a sort of, you know, a role model, someone he's looked up to, someone he respects a lot, you know, and there's a lot of love for him in the team. So yeah, I don't think he's going to go this year, Declan. I really don't. I think he'll stay there for Mark, and he'll stay there for that Europa League season as well. Yeah, so that's about it really in terms of West Ham news. I can't wait for the kit to come out. When are these kits going to come out? Why are we always the last club to release them? Hopefully they come out soon, you know, within the next couple of weeks or so. In terms of England, that was an absolute shambles last night. That was really, really poor. It reminded me of early Moyes. You know, Moyes has changed now a little bit. You know, last season he changed a little bit. Reminds me of Moyes when he played the top six, where it was like he hasn't got the balls to play Grealish and Foden and Sancho. You know, really go for it, really like try out these dynamic, pacey, like where Bielsa, say for example, if Bielsa was the England manager, yes, England would probably concede a few more goals, but it would be gun-ho. You know, Grealish, Foden, all of them would all be on the pitch, you know, trying to create something. Like, as much as, you know, we love Declan, and Phillips has been fantastic couple of games in the tournament, I think them two together against Scotland was, you know, it's too negative. You know, a very safe passing, you know, that's what, you know, what the pundits were saying, sideways, backwards. There's no one there that wants to take that risky pass or, you know, that risky run. Now, the Czech Republic game is a big game now. I've been quite impressed with Czechs. They've looked quite good, you know, they're easing their way into the tournament. They should have beat Croatia, really. Looked quite good in the Scotland game. The Czechs look good, they do. Soufal, what a player, honestly. I know we say it all the time, and we're biased as West Ham fans. What a player. The geezer just doesn't ever look like he's tired. He just will go and go and go and go and go, like a Duracell battery's in there. Be very interesting dynamic though in that Czech Republic game, I have to say. Rice versus Souček is going to be really, really interesting. And then obviously, I think Jack Grealish will start this game. Be very interesting to see that rivalry renewed with Soufal. You know, I'm not just saying it as a West Ham fan. In that game, the Aston Villa game, Soufal had Grealish in his pocket until we moved over to the left-hand side when he scored. And obviously, it's not his job to defend the left-hand side, but that's going to be a really interesting dynamic. And if the Czechs have any, you know, sort of method to the game, they will say, okay, we'll do exactly what West Ham did against Grealish. We'll play Soufal there, and then we'll play whoever their equivalent is to Fredericks, you know, to double up on that right-hand side of him. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting game. Really interesting game, that is. In terms of who I'm impressed with the most in the Euros, guys, Italy are fantastic. They are. There's no denying it. You know that they are fantastic. They look really, really good. Free flowing, free scoring. Totally different to any Italy teams of the past. You know, Italy are usually renowned for that 1-0, sit on it, slow build ups. This is just gun ho football. Mancini, you know, he's building something really, really good there. And I'll tell you what, if you can get early odds on them for the World Cup next year, I'll tell you what, it's worth putting a cheeky fiver on them because they've got a good chance. Really impressed with Belgium. Belgium have really, really impressed me. And then when Kevin De Bruyne come on, Jesus Christ, what a player. I've told you so many times over the 5 years of this channel, he's my favourite player in the Premier League. And he showed why. You know, he's just so good. So good, you know, goal and assist. I'm trying to think. Wales ain't bad, you know. They're not going to win it, but they ain't bad little side, you know. They do play some nice football. France have not really set it alight yet. Well, Holland I like going forward. Defensively a bit shaky. Now if Kevin De Bruyne was fit, not Kevin De Bruyne, what am I talking about? Van Dijk was fit. I might have put them in there, you know, as a sort of an outsider. But yeah, the defence is just a little bit too shaky for. But going forward, Depay, Dumfries, Wijnaldum, they've got some real threat going forward. But yeah, it's a good tournament. I'm enjoying it. I really am enjoying it. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. Hopefully, like I say, me and Paul will be back for a podcast. Sorry for the lack of videos this week. Like I said, I was on a course on Monday, so I was really busy. Work's been really, really busy, and I haven't felt too great either. The sun just does something to me. It just don't make me feel. I start feeling really unwell when the sun's out. Like it's just too hot for me. Get bad stomach, bad head, everything. Yes, I do apologise, guys, but thank you for staying loyal. Please hit the like button if you haven't already. Get us out there for the subscribers. Yeah, and any news that comes out, we'll be there, mate. Come on, you ones. Keep believing. Let's go.